Welcome to this graffiti lesson. We're going to learn how to draw 3D block letters and to decorate them in graffiti style. The first thing I'm going to do is to set my paper, landscape position, and I will draw two parallel horizontal guidelines to contain all the letters. I will use my triangular set of squares. It's very important to draw all the lines extremely light because we're going to rub them out at the very end. So I'm going to write the word art between these two guidelines. Write out your word lightly in pencil and make sure so all the letters have the same thickness. Sketch the letters making blocks around the pencil lines. This typography is pretty boring, and what I'm going to do is to turn these straight lines into curves to make some kind of wild style. So be creative making your own typography. Clean the drawing, rubbing out the pencil lines you don't really need anymore. You can eliminate the guidelines as well. I have already the front face of my letters and I have a gap in between because I'm going to create the side of the letter. I will use my triangular set of squares to make this perfectly, and I have to choose among one of these options to show the top on the right side, to show the bottom on the right, the top and the left, or the bottom and the left. This is something you can do with your triangular set of squares working in cavalier perspective. I will make the top right of the letters. So with my triangular set of squares on the margin, I will slide my tool and I will work on the side at 45 degrees. At every single corner of the letter, I will draw a parallel line at 135 degrees.
As you can see on these lines, they are parallel to each other.
That's it. Once we have all the perspective lines, we have to choose the thickness of the letter. That is, if we keep, for example, 5 millimeters here, the length of all these lines in depth, they will be still the same 5 millimeters. This is something we do a little bit eyeballing. If this line is horizontal, at the back will be horizontal in the same direction. Where this line meets this line at 45 degrees, I have to make a vertical line parallel to the previous one. If this line is slightly curved, at that point we have to reproduce exactly the same line. If this line is slightly curved inwards, we will make the same curved line at the back. The 5 millimeters, if this line is slanted or diagonal, will still be slanted. 5 millimeters.
5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. Semantic inputs.
This is the side of the letters. I will rub out these little pieces and I will start making the background. These are my 3D block letters showing the top on the right side. I will continue making the sketch of the background, adding my characters. I will make the perspective of the hole exactly in the same direction at 45 degrees. I will start coloring the side of the letter, and every time you can see one of the perspective lines in Cavalier perspective, I will leave a white empty line to make a glare in the side of the letter. So this is how it will work. Let's go for the other colors. I will continue filling in the background and making the outline of the letters, the outline of the side and the outline of the front face of the letter. I will continue working, filling the background in black maybe these straight lines, I will make them with the ruler, and I've added some little stars and extra decoration. The graffiti is almost over. To make the letters stand out against the background, I'm going to use a different type of marker, this one, which is some kind of tempera paint marker. What I'm going to do is to outline the contour of the word. Check before use. What I'm making is the key line.